attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
I mean, the motherfucker just straight up told you straightforward, like, what he gonna do. But I want to say shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad lift up the stern of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. And this is just a quick lesson through the Spirit. I know we've went into this several times, but see, we have to constantly bring these things back up because Jake seems to forget, and Yahweh Shai told us that he would stir up our pure minds by the way of remembrance. Okay, he said that through the apostle Peter, if I'm not mistaken, because when the apostles spoke and the prophets spoke, ultimately it was the spirit of Yahweh Shai speaking through these men to bring out these revelations, man. Okay, so what you have here is this banana head demon here by the name of Cotton Swab. I say it that way. You know, the founder of the World Economic Forum. And he made this claim back in 2020 when in the thick of the madness that was going down, which he actually mentioned the C word. Lord's will, they don't fuck with the video because I know that when we speak on these things, it's just a problem. But everybody else can put up testimonial videos about how this thing has caused straight up destruction and chaos within their families and they never get banned. But when we say it's a problem, you know. But regardless of it, man, this asshole here, okay, which he's a lower level luminary, he's just a fall guy. At the end of the day, he ain't really got no damn power, you know. But somehow, some way, he's prompting governments to put out certain provisions in order to take away people's rights and freedoms and being able to sustain themselves in life, from growing tomatoes, plants, potatoes, you know, planting seeds, you know, growing your crops, your shrubs, your veggies. This man and his wicked organization said that will be a punishable offense into prison or fine, you know, because they feel like you should eat bugs and maggots and fake meat and microwave lab meat and all this other stuff. This is what these men want to do. And when you look at this guy, he don't even look right. He's going to be your new pandemic. You know, it's non-talking ass, man. But this is who you have at the head of your world, you know. But yet, Jake want to fault us for speaking out against these things. But these are the men that you're supposed to be the most angry at. But then again, you know, they're only doing what they're told to do through the left-hand side because this is this man's rulership. Okay, but he made a mention of they're using that to create cyber attacks, okay, and blackouts. And ever since 2020, 2021, you've been noticing a lot of businesses have been disrupted. You know, let me see, what was that? A couple of days ago, the major cell phone carriers went down for a few hours and people were panicking. Last week, you had pharmacies that went offline. And earlier that week, you also had, you had social media that went down this week. Last week, you had the pharmacies and the major cell phone carriers. You know, you've been having these particular processing plants been burning down. You've been having wildfires in Texas, man. Animals are being euthanized. It's like they're slowly, but they're gradually bringing upon a new world order. And this is what this man is getting ready to implement. And it's really not just him for he's face value, but the elites are using men like him and Bill Gates and, you know, the presidents and these lower level luminaries, these unelected officials, to do their bidding on the left-hand side, man. So, and he's telling you straightforward what they're getting ready to do. Okay, you heard what he just said. I'm going to play it back, and I'm going to try not to go until when he mentioned the C word, because like I said, We can't mention that. Okay, we'll completely shut out the market when we mention that. You can even mention it in the video and they go, oh, see, you're talking about it. Medical, you know what? And ain't nothing in this video, ain't said nothing medical in this video. You know, but I'm going to go back a couple of seconds.
Community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic. Still, pay.
He said a potential cyber pandemic. That's what he said. Okay, the boogeyman himself. Okay, this weirdo, man. Cotton swab. But he's telling you straightforward, but everybody is so predicated on being on these social media sites. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody is. Then the man is clearly telling you what they're getting ready to do. So when your Facebooks and Instagrams and Snapchats and Twitters go offline and your bank accounts end up hacked, then you can't say that you wasn't told, because he's straight up telling you what he's doing. I mean, I've been noticing, I've been getting a lot of these robocalls lately, man. I've been getting hits on my credit report, prompting me, look, man, check your information, because they've been selling everybody's information. You know, they got our address, they got my cell phone number, they got our address, they got everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's at the point of just like Esau Edom is paying these people to do that, to leak our information out. So if I go in and fix it and pay it off, they just gonna re-leak it again, you know? Which at this point, I'm not really fucking worried about it, because it's all gonna fall anyway, you know? But anyway, man, let's get into a couple of precepts, because the scriptures very indeed say that these are the times we in, and these wicked men have to be stopped. Okay, Yahweh Shai has to come and put a stop to this man, because, hey, he would destroy everything in his path, including himself. Okay, so this is the book of Proverbs 4, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's go in verses 14. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men." Okay, and this is what you celebrities, you didn't take heed to that. Okay, like Ryan Garcia, all this other madness, man, this Bohemian Grove crap. You know, you men decided to sell out to these particular men. Okay, because the elites, the 1%, they run everything around you. And you will ask yourself, wait a minute, if you got 99% versus the 1%, what the hell is the 99% going to do about the 1%? Well, the question is, they ain't going to do anything about it, because they're under the influence of the 1%. So when you have the puppet master controlling the puppets and shaping their lives in every form of fashion, people ain't going to know, you know, that they're part of a simulation. Okay, it's all a matrix at the end of the day. The shit don't even seem real no more. I feel like we enter like this dark cloud, like this vapor, like we're in some type of different dimension and some shit. And I'm saying that hypothetically, because the times are changing like about a second, man. Okay, like, I mean, when you blink, you're literally in another month. Like, we almost in the middle of, what is it, March 6th? Next week, we will be in the second week of March. And then the third week, we'll be in the Passover. Then fourth week, we'll be in April. And before you know it, 2024 is going to be come and gone, you know? And it's all shaping to get the Lord to destroy this man, because this man is getting ready, the Lord is getting ready to take his ass out of here, you know? So anyway, it reads, it says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, and turn from it, and pass away." It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall." It says, "For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence." Okay, and this is basically what he's telling you. He's saying that we're getting ready to disrupt the world. We're getting ready to disrupt the world and do things that's going to be against people's better convenience, just to get them to opt into our new world order. And if they don't like it, then they can, the hell with them. They can go eat. They can eat dust and maggots. Because this man literally wants to feed you bugs, man. Okay. This man is telling you that growing a fucking tomato or a potato in your backyard is going to be a punishable offense. But yet he said, well, look, we got to eat bugs and crickets, which technically crickets are lawful to eat. Okay. Well, wait, no, crickets, no, grasshoppers, Salakia. All right. I don't know if crickets may be, but, you know, if it's a particular part of that family, then maybe. But regardless of it, nobody want to eat no goddamn crickets or no grasshoppers, man. Okay. You want some real meat. Like, you want to go get a big, you want to get some lean meat. You want to get some bison. You know, you want to have real bread. You want to have real nutrients in the food, but yet they want to feed you lab-grown chicken. which a lot of times I don't even really buy chicken from the store no more, because most of the chicken that you buy from these stores is ultra processed. They're shot up with hormones, these particular antibodies and all this other stuff, hormones and all this other shit. And a lot of it is grown right in the lab, so that has no nutrients in it. But yet you having a chicken farm in your backyard, that's a punishable offense. This man got to be stopped, man. And this is why it tells us here. It says here, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief. So, hey, when they fuck somebody's life up and they cause the world to fall, hey, they sleep good at night. Okay, like when I look outside and I'm seeing all these chemicals and chemtrails and all this other stuff, hey, they're sleeping good at night, just knowing that they're causing people to fall away. They're causing people to untimely death. They cause you to be in debt with the IRS, child support. The fact that you're making videos complaining about it, they're fluffing their pillows at night and they're sleeping. They're drinking their little Mountain Juleps and their fine wine and eating their real food. While you're eating fake lab-grown food, they actually got the best of the best, man. Okay, they're not spraying chemtrails over Switzerland. They're not, they water systems, they're getting waters from actual wells in the earth. They're not linking their water system to some reclamation plant that's recycling filth and shit to recycle it back through your faucets, man. They not drinking that water. That's for us. They not eating Kellogg's Frosted Flakes with all that bullshit in it, man. These men are eating well butchered meat, fresh meat. They don't know what leftovers is. But as long as they can cause you to fall, hey, they cool with that. And this is why this man has to be put in slavery, man, from the greatest to the least. And it should piss y'all off, man, because these men, they deserve the worst that's coming to them. Okay, I can't think of enough hell I'm gonna put on these people, man. And me personally, I want this piece of shit as a slave, man. Okay, I just don't like that. This guy just giving me a real bad, eerie feeling. I don't like this guy, man. Okay, he's a real piece of shit, if I could say it that way. He's a real scumbag, as Mike Tyson says. He's a scumbag. Mike Tyson called that nigga Don King when he was doing that interview back in like 92, 91 or some shit. And when Don was taking his money, Mike Tyson walked out the interview, called his ass a scumbag. He said, fuck you, and walked off on him. And Don King wasn't gonna do nothing because he know Mike Tyson will kick his ass, man. But this guy, he's equivalent, wicked, evil men. But it says here, they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall, right, man? So, hey, if the world was in peace, these men will literally disintegrate overnight because it's not in their spirit to bring peace. Okay, this is the wicked. It says, for they eat the bread of violence and eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So when you are planning to do a national cyber attack followed by a grid outage over your country, man, that's going to erupt in chaos, man. Okay, the last couple of dreams I had the last couple of nights have been about chaos, man. Last night I had a dream and I was at this house, man, and it was this dog. And the dog was always, because it's a dog downstairs, and she always looks out the window and bark. So, one of my friends got a dog, you know what I'm saying? Real friendly dog, and it always jumps on us and licks us and stuff like that. So the dog was in my dream, and, the dog was like clinging on to me, holding on to me, and it was kind of like licking me, just friendly. But then all of a sudden, the spirit told me, like, man, like a cyber attack just hit, all hell is finna break loose in broad daylight. Because I believe everybody, I was out trying to get food and hunt and find necessities, and I was just at the crib watching the dog, and then all hell just broke loose, man. And then the night before that, it was an old friend that I grew up with back in the world, and his older brother got sent to the Middle East because World War III started, man, and he was basically talking about going over there too, and the spirit told me, like, yeah, man, they getting ready to bring back a draft, man. So, I've been having these kind of dreams throughout the week, so he talking about cyber attacks and outages and things like that. It makes a lot of sense now, So when all hell break loose, when they cut the power and they cut the supplies, then people are going to really they're going to lose their minds, man, because these people, they aren't structured. Okay, they don't have any fallback on. They don't have Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, and this is why the scriptures say here, Psalm 64, It says here, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrections of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, right, man? Okay, because the scriptures say that this man is the sword of the Most High. And it says, and they bend their bows to shoot arrows, even bitter words, right? And what he said, he basically manufactured a crisis, and basically he's gonna have people he's gonna have people to do things against their will, because they're gonna control the supplies, man. Which shows you that nobody have no integrity, you know, because the fact that people are willing to willingly give their will over to a left-handed elite structure just to have food in the goddamn refrigerator shows you that people have no integrity, and they would turn on you in a heartbeat. You know, they spend the last 40, 50, 60 years fattening you people up through what you call I won't say delicacies or dainties, you can say that, but they've been fattening you up through conveniences, man, from grocery stores to, you know, fast forward, you had your Blockbuster videos, you had your Hollywood videos, your video games, you know, you had now you got your Uber Eats, you got your Amazon Pluses to go, and you have all these particular things at your benefit, to the point they've totally taken you away from a Amish lifestyle, man. Because when you deal with the Amish, they still live like it's fucking 1886, man. No street lights, they churn butter, they make their own clothes, and they live separate from society, you know. But you people, man, you don't even know how to fucking make ice in a goddamn ice tray without watching a damn YouTube video, you know. It was so crazy, bro. Like, you know, and one the bug, like, my mother used to do this shit, bro, and it used to bug me out as a kid. This woman will have ice trays in the freezer, and she was like, go ask my neighbor for some ice. I'm like, won't you just put some water in the fucking trays and do it? Like, well, who the fuck goes and borrows ice from people? Like, you don't know what people's hands been. I had to go down 2 doors to my neighbor. She was like, go ask such and such for some ice and make sure they wash their hands. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you sending a 7-year-old to ask a motherfucker for some ice and having them to wash their hands so they can give it to you when your lazy fucking ass could just go and fill up your own goddamn. It only takes 10, 15, 20 minutes for the goddamn ice to freeze up. Why the fuck would you just not put it in there? Well, I like the way that they taste. They ice taste. I said, I could never wrap my hands around it. I just look at this woman like, this woman is out of goddamn mind. But, you know, I'm a 7-year-old kid, so, you know, I got to do what I'm told, clearly. But I'm just like, man, please. But that's just the mindset of these people. This is the reason why they're going to get took, man. You know. But it says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Who's the perfect? Us. Suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not, right? Because, I mean, this guy's clearly telling you straightforward what they're getting ready to do. And yet, people ain't oppose him yet. Now, you got people on the earth that's like, all right, yeah, we need to find these criminals and hunt them down. But, I mean, it ain't enough people that's in that mindset. Okay, as long as you can go to a baseball game and eat you some fucking fries from Five Guys and the Arby's 2 for $5, man, you people are cool with that. Well, I don't want to cause any more trouble because they may take away what I got. You ain't got nothing, man. You're paying an income tax. IRS is showing up at people's doors that ain't filing income tax. You know what I'm saying? So you are already being bullied. You know why? Because you've given these people the power to do what they do because you didn't exercise your constitutional rights, which, in my opinion, the Constitution is modeled almost, not to the T, but they take a lot of biblical principles and put it into the Constitution. You see? And it's a pretty solid document if you know how to use it, which the Constitution was not really written for Jakes. It was really written for rich Edomites, people like this. Because they're exercising their constitutional values because guess what? You think this man has a driver's license?